welcome to my latest... Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then, a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something. And then, last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh?
It probably is. Knowing our luck.
A room service menu. All right.
So we got pasta and a veggie platter for $8.29, served with dinner salad, bread, and your choice of soft drink. Includes pen pasta tossed with sliced mushrooms, artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomatoes, fresh sweet basil, a splash of cream, and topped with Asiago cheese. And the hamburger platter, which has french fries, dinner salad, and your choice of soft drink. The desserts, the Captain's Cove Fun Day, and then Grandma Poseidon's sweet treats. Soft drink for 65 cents, that's pretty cheap. Milk for 75 cents, that's pretty nice deal. Orange juice, $1. Cocoa, hot or cold, $1. Coffee, 60 cents.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
Are you the regular operator?
I'm filling in for my cousin Amber. She took the week off on account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good, use it. An outside line will cost you an arm and a leg. Besides, I'm not sure how to get you one. So, Miss Oren, what do you want?
That's Drew? Nancy Drew?
Sorry, my cousin's handwriting reeks. So, what do you want, Miss Drew?
I'd like to order the pasta and veggie platter with orange juice instead of a soft drink, please.
Health nut, huh? Well, whatever. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Serving you has been a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Journal. A friend of my father's, Paula Santos, wants me to figure out what's behind all the strange things that have been happening at her amusement park in Captain's Cove, New Jersey. Flag game. I have no idea what this is. Inbox, no outgoing mail. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you for your subscription to Sassy Detective Online, the electronic tip service for the modern detective. Check your inbox often. Tips will be arriving almost as fast as you can read them. Subscription department. Things to do. Keep checking mail. Check in with Paula Santos. Number is in cell phone directory. Check out the carousel. Head over to the park and look for that security card.
Kessler.
So one of the first rides at the park was a carousel created by famed woodcarver Rolf Kessler. Completed in 1914, the carousel and its band organ are still operational. To this day, carousel connoisseurs swear that riding one of the wild-eyed steeds that Kessler carved is an experience that borders on eerie.
I need to turn the iron on. I need to turn the iron on.
Will the young lady who just entered the park please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left? Thank you. Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
If you think I'm Nancy Drew, you're right.
That's a relief. It's too early in the day to go sicken the cops on anybody. I'm Harlan Bishop.
Must be pretty boring around here with the park closed.
Not really. In fact, I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed. Even agreed to a pay cut.
So you're not intimidated by all this curse stuff?
Somebody swiped the horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
So you think the carousel starts up by itself because some wires got damaged?
Makes sense to me. Of course, I'm no expert, and Ingrid swears she can't find anything wrong with the carousel's electrical system. But then, I kinda think she doesn't want to.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
She is?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the midway. Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Why wouldn't Joy give me one of these?
Well, see, Joy's just kinda joyless. It'd never occur to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft. But we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
That'd be great!
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed. There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
Have you tried to prove your screwed-up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop. But now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
What did you mean when you said you were a newbie?
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Have you been out to the park?
Yes, I have.
I forgot to tell you. All the rides are shut down except for the Carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action. But please, take a good look at the roller coaster even if you can't ride it.
What did the police find when they looked at it?
They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
Well, I'll see what I can do, Miss Santos.
I can't wait to hear what you turn up. Call me as often as you like. My phone's on and with me 24/7. Oh, and one more thing. Call me Paula.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Hello. Are you Nancy?
Yes, I am. You're Joy?
Joy Trent. Sorry about the mess. So, I'm supposed to give you an access card.
No hurry. If you're in the middle of something, please, go ahead and finish up.
That's okay. I'd just as soon get this little farce over.
What do you mean?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Are you saying she did have something to do with it?
I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
But why would she sabotage the roller coaster? She can't make any money with a park shut down.
She probably just didn't know the park would be shut down.
Have you ever confronted Ms. Santos with your suspicions?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance Huffington. And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money. And I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Be that as it may, I'd still like to talk to some of the other employees.
Of course. But before I forget, here's your access card. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chin. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
Does he not like to be disturbed?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me?
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
Maybe I should give Detective Paris a call. Hidden jewels. Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after. Jewels from that heist.
Looking for someone?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out why so many weird things have been happening around here lately. Do you have time to talk?
Sure. Oh my, you've got B3 issues.
I do?
Vitamin B3, niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Do you have any idea what caused that roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a horse off the carousel and now the park is cursed.
So you think this cursed thing is real?
The man who carved the horses, Kessler, he said if they were ever separated, bad luck would follow. And it has.
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
Any idea why someone would steal a horse off a carousel?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Thanks for your help.
You bet. I believe that's mine.
Right, sorry.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time. Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that. Over here, on top of the cabinet. Keep going. Over here. Please identify yourself.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew.
Digital representations of your voice and image have been entered into my memory circuits, Nancy Drew.
How come you didn't speak up before when I was in here talking to Joy?
I cannot interact with my environment when my visual and oral sensors are covered.
Do you have a name?
I am Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question, Nancy Drew. Why are you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
Why did you call yourself a memory machine?
Responding to the non-Joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not going to talk to me anymore.
Yeah, he checked out.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse. I can use this to leave a note for Joy to call Elliot. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had a thought. There's a newspaper article and photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to take a look at. They're in a frame on the wall.
I may have seen them. What are they about?
They're a little piece of park history. The guy in the photo found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago and stashed away on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Maybe that's why someone stole that carousel horse, because there were jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly. I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris. He's going to call you. Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Captain's Cove Police Station.
Detective Paris, please.
Hang on.
This is KJ.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'd like to ask you some questions about a jewel heist, an old jewel heist. The one where the safe at the captain's quarters hotel was broken into.
Oh, you are going back a ways. You a reporter or something?
I'm trying to help Paula Santos figure out why so many weird things have been happening lately at her amusement park.
Oh, yeah? So what do you need? Just so happens Paula Santos is a good friend of mine.
Since everything seems to have started with the theft of that carousel horse, I'm wondering if maybe it was stolen because there were jewels from that heist hidden inside it.
Never occurred to me, but it's possible, I suppose. The thief's name was Chaz Dunning. Died in prison about a year ago. I'll tell you what. I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently released.
Again, my name is Nancy Drew, and you can reach me on my cell phone anytime. The number is 523-555-4399.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
Hello?
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy.
Hey, Joe, pick up. Actually, he may not want to talk to you.
Why not?
Because you get to solve a mystery at an amusement park. He's so jealous he could spit.
Hi, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
I don't want to talk to you.
What did I tell you?
I'm just kidding. Pardon me for a second, I gotta go spit.
Quit fooling around, Joe. She's calling long distance, remember?
Sorry. So what's going on?
Do you guys know much about remote control devices?
I had a toy car that used one, until Frank broke it.
Ancient history, Joe. Let it go. Why do you ask?
When I saw a tape of the carousel going around by itself, there was a very brief burst of static just before the carousel started up.
Electrical interference, consistent with someone using a remote control device.
If that's the case, there has to be some kind of electronic device that transmits as well as receives near, or maybe even attached to, the carousel.
I haven't checked out the carousel's machinery yet.
Make sure you look hard when you do, Nancy. The device is probably pretty small.
I got busted while snooping in Joy's office by a talking computer.
Her computer talks?
It's not her computer, it's this weird-looking thing. It's like somebody threw a bunch of junk together and somehow programmed it to see, hear, and speak.
Where do you think it came from?
Well, she didn't get it at Radio Shack, that's for sure.
I had a talking computer once. Remember, Frank?
That wasn't a computer. It was a plastic keyboard with a tape player inside, which you never should have left on the stairs for somebody to accidentally step on.
Bigfoot.
Joe.
Any suggestions as to my next move?
Check out the thing in Joy's office that's black and white and red all over.
There's an embarrassed zebra in Joy's office?
I better get going.
See ya, Nance.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's Nancy.
Oh, hey, Nancy.
Whoa, you were obviously hoping I was someone else.
Well, kinda.
Okay, so who is he and where'd you meet him?
Oh, Nancy, his name's Matt, and he is so cute. He works the concession stand at the movie theater in the mall. A cute guy with an endless supply of gummy bears and butter flavoring. Right at his fingertips. We're talking major crush.
Hey, George, good, you're there too.
Barely. I almost got caught standing between Bess and the phone just now. When it rings, she's like a one-woman cattle stampede.
Do you have time to talk? I mean, I don't want to mess up this Matt thing.
Of course we have time to talk. I'm dying to hear what's going on. Besides, if Matt tries to call me and gets a busy signal, that's a good thing. He'll think I'm popular. Fill us in, Nance, quick, before Bess's logic starts getting really twisted and I get nauseous.
I met the security guard, Harlan Bishop. Nice guy. Except when I asked him where he worked before. He seemed kind of evasive.
Is he cute? Bess, what difference does that make? Ugly people have chips on their shoulders and are more likely to commit crimes, George. I read that somewhere. Either read it or saw it on Oprah.
He gave me a pass that lets me ride all the rides and play all the games on the Midway. Unfortunately, almost all the rides are closed.
Sounds like he could be trying to butter you up. And we know what that means, don't we, Bess? Suspect list.
I think I might know why somebody stole that horse off the carousel. They were looking for jewels that had been hidden inside it after a hotel robbery.
Hidden jewels? I love it! That's almost as good as buried treasure! But if they recovered the jewels, why is the carousel still going around by itself?
I'm not sure yet, but the detective who is in charge of investigating the robbery is helping me look into it.
Don't let George discourage you, Nancy. I, for one, think you're on the right track. You can never go wrong when jewelry is involved.
Joy Trent has a computer in her office that sees, hears, talks, and interrupts people when they're snooping.
And you, of course, were snooping.
Well...
That's our girl. Why does she have such a sophisticated computer?
This thing is not that sophisticated. In fact, it looks like it was made out of spare parts.
Do you think Joy made it?
I doubt it.
Well, the next time it catches you snooping, just smile sweetly, then rip its little plug right out of the wall.
Did I tell you that I met the park's chief engineer?
No. Is he cute?
Well, for starters, Bess, Ingrid Corey is a she.
That's cool. Does she know her stuff?
Seems to, although she doesn't seem to know where the blueprints for the roller coaster are.
Uh-oh. Hiding something, perhaps? Looks like your list of suspects just got longer.
There was a brochure for a sports car in Ingrid's work area, the Pandora 2XS.
That is like the hottest car ever. One of the most expensive, that's for sure. She must make a ton of money.
Either that or she's about to come into a ton of money.
The engine oil thickens.
I need you guys to do something for me. I found some stenography notes that I'd really like to translate, only I don't know shorthand.
Say no more. We'll do some research and get right back to you. We will? I barely know how to spell stenography, let alone research it. We'll call you when we're through. We can do this, Bess. What is with all this we stuff?
Got anything for me in the way of hints?
Yeah, call the Hardy Boys. They'd never admit it, but I don't think they're doing much these days.
Catch you guys later.
Keep in touch. Keep up the good work.
Ooh, burn. One more to call for now.
Hi, no one can take your call right now except Togo, and since he's forbidden to answer the phone because he gets slobber all over it, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave a message.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator. Doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
Well, I try. Has he always been behind?
I guess he was doing okay up until about a month ago. Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Well, Miss Destructo returns.
I'm really sorry about what happened before.
These things happen. So, I hear you're out to solve the curse of Captain's Cove.
How do you explain what's been going on around here?
What do I know? I'm just an artist. Go ask our naturopathic engineer person.
Do you have any idea who stole that horse off the carousel?
Somebody who's into junk.
That's odd. Ingrid said carousel horses can be very valuable.
Well, when they're the original horses, they can be valuable, yes, but I was talking about the one that was stolen. It was not an original. Around 20 years ago, somebody bought one of the horses off the carousel. The guy who owned the park back then commissioned some hack to replace it.
And that's the horse that was stolen, the replacement?
Right.
Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's like invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Did you two have some kind of run-in?
What, like a fight or something? How could we? He's one of the nicest, friendliest, most helpful guys I've ever met. Totally creeps me out.
The fact that the park is shut down must be kind of a relief for you.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
I'll let you get back to work.
Rock on. Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
I can use this to measure. Wow, 360 board feet. That's a lot of wood.
Do you always go poking around in other people's stuff?
Guilty. Just as Nancy, though.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. We found some stuff on stenography. Oh, so now it's we, huh? Okay, George found most of it, surprise, surprise. But I helped.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
So go back to the hotel and check your laptop. We emailed a little tutorial to you. But you gotta promise to let us know what the note you translate says.
I promise. Thanks again, you guys. This takes an employee access card. I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
I'm game, but needless to say, I've never done it before.
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place, which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you going to answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
How well do you know Elliot Chen?
Not very. But I've noticed he has a very strange aura. Very dark around the edges. Odd for an artist, but then it's nowhere near as dark as Joy's. Her aura's a mess.
Why do you think that is?
She's hiding something. And she's hiding from something. Something very big and very dark. Plus, she eats way too many carbs. To say nothing of pencils.
Thanks for your help.
One open mind sees more than two open eyes.
This takes an employee access card. This takes an employee access card. It's locked. It's locked. This takes an employee access card.
All right, break time.
You sure you don't mind?
Are you kidding? As long as you're here, I have a legitimate reason for not working. I don't mind one iota.
Ingrid said you have her soldering gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Great, thanks. I found this receipt on the floor. Looks like you bought a lot of basswood recently.
I'll take that, thank you.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
I really do need to get this work done.
Right. Sorry. Better not take the tag until I fix this. There, that looks right. This takes an employee access card. Oops, no power.
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
I'll let you get back to work.
Rock on.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
I don't seem to be having much luck using my access card. Am I doing something wrong?
I deactivated most of the readers because of the shutdown. Soon as I get done here, I'll get them online again. Sorry. Hey, if you come across a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay? Mine are missing. Someone must have walked off with them.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel! By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride! Ha-ha! The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight! And don't forget to try for the brass ring!
Yeehaw! Here comes the brass ring. Get ready. Oops, gotcha! Oops, no power. Uh-oh, looks like it's out of order.
You're about to play Swimmer's Itch. You have 3 fun credits left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
Ingrid said you told her that you were a bouncer before you came to work here. In Trenton, not Flemington.
Right. I was. For a while. I've held almost every guard-type job there is. Lived in a lot of different places, too. Trenton, Jersey City, Flemington, Cape May.
I'll see you around.
Knock 'em dead.
This looks like one of Joy's. Ow! I'm trapped! Uh-oh! To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track some. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires. Now I can turn the power on and see if these are properly connected.
Hi, Nancy. Uh-oh, does Joy know you got one of her pencils? I hear she counts them.
Actually, I found it near the roller coaster, just before it almost ran me over.
What? Are you all right?
I'm okay, but I'm pretty sure someone started that coaster knowing full well I was standing on the track.
I'll head over there and take a look as soon as I can. In the meantime, maybe you should just kick back for a while, you know? Go to the hotel, put your feet up, order a burger.
I might just do that.
Go get 'em.
Need something?
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing. I couldn't even tell you what any of them look like, quite frankly. I go to work, I go home. That's pretty much my life.
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose? Maybe you accidentally tripped a switch or something.
It was no accident. Does this pencil I found by the tracks look familiar?
That looks like one of mine. But I didn't leave it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of something.
Joy, while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here and snooped.
Wow.
You were snooping around in here?
Well, I was leaving you a note. You know, to call Elliot.
An analysis of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
All right, I was snooping. And now if you don't mind answering a question for me, what is that?
My father was a frustrated inventor. After he died, I discovered that in his study. In his will, he said he made it just for me. I don't have room in my apartment, so I brought him here. I keep him covered when I know I'm going to have company. As you noticed, he can be kind of a blabbermouth.
The word blabbermouth is without meaning to Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
Why does he call himself the magnificent memory machine?
My father said he invented Miles in order to reacquaint me with my childhood. It always bothered him that I was never as happy-go-lucky as he was. What am I, Miles?
Joy Trent is a party-pooping stick in the mud.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed to reconnect me with long-lost memories from my childhood.
That sounds fascinating.
I don't see it that way at all. I don't want to relive my childhood. My mother died when I was 4.
My mother died when I was really young, too. Maybe I could help you.
I should be mad that you were snooping around in here. But the truth is, I think it's neat that you're so gutsy. Especially since I'm so not gutsy. Oh, what the heck. Okay, Miles, let's hear the first riddle.
Here is the first riddle. Listen carefully. To be told a truth long since put away, bring me the silvery remains of a 4-bit day.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I knew it would be a waste of time.
Don't give up yet. Maybe I'll turn up something in the course of my investigation.
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order a sundae, please.
No can do. We're out of ice cream. Should be getting more in any minute.
I'd like to order the hamburger platter with milk instead of a soft drink.
1 hamburger platter with moo juice. It'll be there in a few. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
No prob.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Frank, phone, it's Nancy. How's it going?
Well, I haven't solved the case yet.
Great. What a shame.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
That talking thing in Joy's office ratted me out.
Uh-oh, it told her you'd been snooping?
Yes. For a while it was very embarrassing. Then Joy started telling me how her late father had created Miles, that's a computer, to help her remember her childhood.
Why can't she remember her childhood?
That's a good question. But anyway, apparently Miles has a series of riddles for her to solve, and I told her I'd help.
I don't know, Nance. Isn't she one of your suspects?
Well, yeah, but...
Come on, Frank. Since when does Nancy Drew ever turn down A, a plea for help, and B, the chance to solve something, including riddles?
I just think she should be careful, that's all.
Good news! Somebody activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks and tried to kill me.
Why, that's wonderful, Nancy. Attempted murder never fails to boost my spirits either.
No, it means that somebody I've talked to considers me a threat. And that means whoever's behind the mystery at Captain's Cove can only be one of 4 people. I better get going.
Call us anytime.
Take care.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Does the phrase silvery remains of a 4-bit day ring any bells with you?
Huh?
Never mind. I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
This is going to sound like a really odd question, but if someone asked you to get him the silvery remains of a 4-bit day, what would you do?
Same thing any normal person would do. Ask him what the heck he was talking about.
Right. I got your soldering gun from Elliot and fixed that card reader. Does he borrow your tools a lot?
Very rarely. He's not exactly a mechanical genius.
Any advice on how to go about fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
I know you're busy, but I was hoping you could maybe help me solve a riddle. If I asked you for the silvery remains of a 4-bit day, what would you give me?
A riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver that's left over, right? Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter, 4-bit would mean worth 2 quarters. Quarters. Captain's quarters, maybe?
The hotel adjacent to the park?
Captain's quarters day. Day, spelled D-A-E, as in Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon. Silvery, as in spoon, get it?
Elliot, you're a genius!
Next riddle, come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a groove. Bring it on.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order a fun day, please.
2,480 calories worth of sheer heaven plus 1 official fun day souvenir spoon coming right up. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Oh, that was so good.
She ate all of it? Dang. There we go. Yesterday after he left, Togo was playing with his yellow squeaky toy in the family room, and it rolled underneath the TV cabinet. I tried to get it out with the yardstick, but I couldn't reach it. Now all Togo does is lie there in the family room and whimper. He won't even eat. As you know, that toy was his favorite, but don't worry, I'm going to go to the pet store as soon as it opens and get him a new one.
Any luck?
I'm pretty sure Miles wants us to bring him the Souvenir Spoon you get when you order a Fun Day Sundae at the captain's quarters. I have one right here.
Give it to Miles and see what happens.
Lay it on me. The scan is complete. The object is correct. Your mother used to take you for a Sunday at the captain's quarters almost every week. Do you remember, Joy?
The captain's quarters fun day. I do remember that. I was so small, I always had to sit on my mother's lap to eat it. I wish I could remember what she looked like.
Miles, in the riddle, you said something about telling a truth long since put away?
You were very little when your mother died, Joy. Your grief came out as anger. Before your father could stop you, you destroyed every picture of your mother that he had.
I did that? No, my father told me he had gotten rid of them. He always said some things are better left forgotten. Oh my gosh. I'm the reason I have nothing to remember her by.
You've probably forgotten everything about that time in your life because it was just too painful to remember.
The older your father got, Joy, the more he realized that life is nothing but memories. He realized that even bad memories have a place in a good life. That is why he invented Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. Here is the second riddle. This one is written down. Please remove it.
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You and your mother used to love to play this game, Joy.
Once again, I have no idea what he's talking about.
You know, some of the things your father wants you to remember may be pretty painful. Are you sure you want to go on?
If you still want to help me, please, Nancy, keep going. I feel like a door somewhere is starting to creak open. I'm kind of scared to open it, but I also kind of know I have to.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nancy.
The first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune, plus 1 mouth organ, plus 1 smidgen of talent equals 1 happy Miles. I need to turn the iron on.
Any luck?
There was a message written in lemon juice on that piece of paper Miles gave us. We're to play the first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune on a mouth organ for Miles.
My favorite band organ tune? I don't even know what a band organ is. Or a mouth organ either, for that matter.
I think a mouth organ is a harmonica.
Correct. The music you hear when you ride the Captain's Cove Carousel comes from the band organ that sits inside the rider platform. You used to play the harmonica for your mother all the time, Joy. Your favorite tune was the one you heard on the carousel?
It couldn't have been. I never rode the carousel. I always thought it was stupid. I thought all the rides in the park were stupid.
Is that all you can tell us, Miles?
I have been programmed to give you one hint. The tune is on the third roll. You will have to think about this one. End of hint.
It's all yours, Detective. As usual, I'm stumped.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nancy.
Guess I'm gonna have to call Tink, whoever he is. This looks a little like the inside of my aunt's player piano.
Yeah, this is Tink.
Yes, hello. My name is Nancy Drew.
I never heard of you.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out what caused the roller coaster accident that shut down Captain's Cove.
So why are you calling me? I run the Carousel. I don't know from coasters.
Well, to make a long story short, I need to find out the name of the band organ song that's on the third roll.
What for?
That's kind of where the long story part comes in.
I haven't got time for long stories. Besides, how do I know you even know Miss Santos?
Okay, to get your number, I had to get the band organ open, right? And to get the band organ open, I had to have an access card. And to get an access card...
You'd have to know Ms. Santos. Yeah, I get your point. Problem is, I got no idea what song's on the third roll. Only way you're gonna find out is to play it.
Where is the third roll?
It's in the cabinet in the gear room.
There's a cabinet in there?
That's right. 18, 9, 39. That's the combination. Oh, and one more thing. You're gonna have a problem when you go to load the roll on account of... Holy moly! I either snagged a greyhound bus or the biggest fish in the Chapeau River is right here on the end of my line. I'm sorry, hon. I gotta go.
Let's see. This must be it. Time to start. This goes to the space underneath the carousel. Wonder what that is. If I don't move, I'm gonna get skewered. There's something up there. Looks like a letter. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris. I got some preliminary info on that jewel thief. You know Chaz Dunning?
Great, let's hear it.
Okay. Before he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months ago.
Do you know the guy's name?
Well, apparently he's used a lot of aliases. The guy I talked to wasn't sure which name he was released under, but he did give me a description. Dark hair, medium build, clean-shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls. I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help. I wonder what goes on this spool. The take-up dowel is broken. I need to tape them to the pipes. I need to tape these down. I need to tape these down. I need to tape them to the pipes. A tape. Louis G. Wonder who that is. Best way to find out is to call him. I need a tape. It looks like Harlan's been spying on Ingrid. I better put this back where I found it.
State Board of Parole, Louis Scarra's office.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, State Board of Parole, Louis Scarra's office.
You mean Mr. Guerra works with people who've just been released from prison?
That's correct. But he's out of the office right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes, please. Would you have him call Nancy Drew?
Concerning?
Harlan Bishop. I believe he's a client of Mr. Guerra's.
Is Harlan up to something he shouldn't be?
I'm not sure yet. Would you happen to know what prison he was in?
You're going to have to wait and ask Mr. Guerra that question. What was the name?
Nancy Drew. My number is 523-555-4399. That's my cell phone. He can call me anytime.
I'll let him know.
Thank you. Call LH about results. LH. Lance Huffington, maybe?
Talk to me.
Yes, hi. Is this Lance Huffington?
You betcha. Who's this?
Well, I'm Nancy Drew. I work with Ingrid Corey. I'm kind of her unofficial assistant here at the park. She tells me everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was wondering if she'd called you yet. You know, about the results.
Yeah, she called me.
And what did you tell her?
Everything's great. Her plan worked. I'm glad she shared it with me. Life's good. At least it will be when the trial's over and the settlement's in the bank. Whoa, speaking of which, I gotta go. I'm due in court. What'd you say your name was?
Nancy.
Well, Nancy, next time you call me, you could very well be talking to a multi-millionaire. Ta-ta.
Bye. Wow, that's one expensive watch. Hello?
Hi, it's Paula. Just thought I'd check in, see how you're doing.
Actually, I'm kind of glad you called.
Why? What's going on?
I'm afraid I've discovered something kind of disturbing about Harlan.
What, that he's an ex-con? I know.
How long have you known?
It was the first thing out of his mouth when he applied for the job. He said being an outstanding security guard would prove to everyone once and for all that he's gone straight.
I also found out that he used a security camera to get the code to Ingrid's work area, and he fits the description of the jewel thief's cellmate that Detective Paris gave me.
Oh, now that's disturbing. But I'm still going to give Harlan the benefit of the doubt until I have good reason not to. I appreciate your bringing this to my attention, though.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
I need to make a dowel to replace this broken one from the band organ. Would it be all right if I used your equipment? I won't make a mess, I promise.
Sure. Got a lathe, wooden rods, safety goggles? Knock yourself out. I gotta go run an errand, though, so try not to cut off any appendages until I get back.
A book on carousels. Cool.
The golden age of carousels began in the late 1800s and ended in the early 1930s with the Great Depression. During that period, 3 different carousel styles emerged. To the trained eye, these styles are as distinct as a fingerprint. The horse on the outside just in front of the chariot on a carousel is called the lead horse. This horse is usually the biggest and most exquisitely carved horse on the carousel. The horses that Charles I.D. Loof carved tended to be very fanciful, with flashy, often jewel-encrusted saddles and bridles. M.C. Illians and Charles Carmel. It might be Carmel, yeah. Also carved horses that were less than realistic, frozen in highly animated poses. Stein and Goldstein carousel horses were known for their big bumpers and lack of forelocks. Some carvers carved only the heads and let other craftsmen carve the rest of the horse. Philadelphia style. These carousel horses were very realistic, with many sporting armor and other militaristic gear. The carousels that the Denzel Company built often included horses with human faces carved somewhere on their sides. The Philadelphia Toboggan Company was not founded by carvers. As a result, its carousels displayed many variations of the Philadelphia style. Most horses that are mounted on permanent carousels have tails made of real horsehair. Daniel and Alfred Muller of D.C. Muller and Bro Company were famous for their exceptionally intricate and realistic carousel figures. One of the company's founders, Daniel Muller, is often said to be the best carver of carousel horses ever. Those familiar with Ralph Kessler's work might disagree. Driven by dark moods and odd convictions, Kessler worked by himself, creating carousels on a freelance basis. Some people found the intense expressions of Kessler's creations to be a little too realistic. County fair style. A number of companies specialize in carousels that could be effortlessly moved from one place to another. The carousel horses they created were relatively simple in appearance so that they could be produced quickly and moved with minimal breakage. Armitage, Herschel, and Spillman were known for this style, and the carousels of the C.W. Parker Amusement Company were seen throughout the American heartland in the early 1900s. Horses were carved out of soft hardwood like basswood. This wood is soft enough to carve easily, but hard enough to stand up to a lot of wear. Fantastic factoid. The side of the horse that faced out and was most seen by the public was called its romance side. since it was the most visible side. It usually included much more detail than the inner side.
If Elliot wrote this guy's number down, maybe I should too.
And I would read all of this, but it's blocked by... oh, nope, not anymore. So I'm just gonna leave this up for a second. Because my throat kind of hurts right now, so I don't really want to read all this.
You never know when you might need some tape. To carve a new dowel, I'm going to need a piece of wood. It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye. That looks perfect. Better leave these goggles here.
Will Nancy Drew please report immediately to the security office? And by immediately, I mean don't even think about doing anything else.
Ooh, Nancy's in trouble.
I just got off the phone with Miss Santos. Where do you get off telling her I'm some kind of jewel-thieving peeping Tom?
I'm sorry, but I thought she had a right to know what I know.
You don't know zip. I had nothing to do with the theft of that carousel horse. Just because I did time doesn't mean I'm guilty of every crime that comes down the pike, you know?
I know that now, and I'm really sorry.
I figured if I did a good job here, it would prove to everybody once and for all that I was totally trustworthy. That I was more than just an ex-con. A lot more. Okay, so maybe I'm trying a little too hard. Maybe people's entry codes should be off limits. It's just that this job means everything to me. I don't want to screw it up.
I guess I was a little overzealous too. I'm really sorry. I'll see you around.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there.
It's funny how extra that was.
Time to play Squid Toss! In case you were wondering, you have 2 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
This takes a fun pass.
Ahoy, matey! Welcome to the Squid Toss. After this, you'll just have 1 fun credit left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
The keyboard is missing. The keyboard is missing. Takes a fun pass.
Time for a game of Swimmer's Itch. Uh-oh, you are using your last fun credit, so I'm keeping your card. But don't cry, just get a new one. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I found some kind of electronic device under the carousel. I'm pretty sure someone has been turning the carousel on and off at night by remote control.
Why would somebody want to do that? Whatever you found was probably just some kind of toy that fell out of some kid's pocket.
I seem to have used up all the fun on my fun pass. Did you say I could get another one?
I certainly did. Here you go. Enjoy.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
Welcome to Swimmer's H. You have 4 fun credits left on your card, by the way. Now get the swimmer to the beach. About to play Swimmer's Itch. You have 3 fun credits left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
noise? Sounds like it's coming from below. Just an old radiator.
Let's play Barnacle Blast. You have 2 fun credits left on your card. Now blast all those nasty barnacles off the ship. Ha ha!
I've already got one. The ballroom? That's what was converted into the haunted house. Kessler's workshop would have been under what's now the haunted house. I wonder if it's still there.
Any luck?
I think we're all set. I know the tune, and I've got a harmonica.
Play it for Miles and see what happens.
My oral sensors are ready. Suck it to me. Hooray!
I remember that song. I did ride the carousel. Over and over and over. Always the same horse. Always the same black horse.
You loved the carousel, and you loved one horse in particular. It was not the lead horse, and it was not spectacular, but you loved it, Joy. What was its name?
I can't remember.
Do you know the name?
Of course I do. I am Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. However, I am not programmed to continue unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? That's interesting. The park must have a record of that transaction.
I haven't seen it, but you're right. It must be around here somewhere.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nancy.
This is Tink.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Did you land that fish?
I don't want to talk about it. May I answer your question?
I'm curious. Who do you think stole that horse off the carousel?
Kids. Staring at each other, doing stupid kid stuff. Or maybe somebody just liked the way old Nightshade looked and wanted him for himself. I don't know.
Nightshade?
That was its name. Nightshade. Kessler gave all of his horses names, painted them on their bridles.
Have fun fishing.
I'm trying.
Sukov.
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I wondered if you could answer a question or two for me.
I'd be delighted.
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his name, nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of art. Oh.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is, but Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime, so not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
Did you hear about how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Do you have any idea why someone would be going to the trouble of making the carousel turn on and off by itself?
As a matter of fact, I do. I think that someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about the black market, my dear. Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Thanks for all the info.
Glad to help.
Hello?
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy.
I'm on too, Nance. What's new?
I better get going.
Call us anytime.
Take care.
The name of the carousel horse is Glory.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's only me.
Oh, hi, Nance. Listen to you. You're probably making Nancy feel terrible. Maybe I should answer the phone from now on.
You wouldn't dare.
It's okay, guys. I understand.
I'm sorry, Nancy. As you may have guessed, Matt hasn't called yet, and he is just
so cute!
Anyway, what's up?
I finally met the park's art director, Elliot Chen. We kind of got off on the wrong foot, but he's real friendly to me now.
But is he too friendly? That's the question.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to deflect suspicion by making nice.
That could be. I do get the feeling he knows more about the carousel than he lets on.
Uh-oh. Sounds like another candidate for the
suspect list.
I almost got creamed by the roller coaster when I was on the tracks looking around, and I don't think it was an accident.
Someone tried to kill you? Ouch.
I found one of Joy's chewed-up pencils just before it happened, but she says she doesn't know how it got there.
Just from now on, stay away from that coaster, Nan. Stick to the carousel. Man, I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
I found out that the man who may have hidden jewels in that stolen carousel horse died in prison, but his cellmate, who apparently looks a lot like Harlan Bishop, was recently released.
Harlan just started working there, right?
And he doesn't like to talk about where he worked before, right?
And he's been in prison. I saw the number for his parole officer while I was snooping around in his office.
I think you better call Miss Santos.
We already talked. Turns out Harlan told her he'd been in prison when he interviewed for the job. She hired him anyway.
So now what?
Now I wait to hear from Harlan's parole officer if it turns out he was that jewel thief's cellmate.
You bust him.
No, she calls the cops and lets them bust him. The guy's a security guard. He could be dangerous.
Catch you guys later.
We'll be right here.
Toodles.
Any luck?
I know the name of that carousel horse your mother bought you. Glory!
Glory! That's right! Glory! My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
How awful. No wonder you forgot how much you loved the carousel. It would have reminded you of your mother.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel. And I hated that horse. I blamed it for what happened to my mother. I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of Miles, the magnificent memory machine, you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the 3rd and final riddle. Ask Tink for the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
Tink's the guy who runs the carousel. Let's give him a call. I've got his number.
No. Nancy, I did something terrible. I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother. I feel horrible. Keep going without me, Nancy. I have to go see Ms. Santos and apologize. Thanks, Nancy.
Tink here.
Hi, Nancy Drew again.
Now what?
According to the late Daryl Trent, you have a book about Rolf Kessler and his wife.
Not anymore, I don't.
You don't have it?
Daryl Trent was kind of an oddball, you know what I mean? So when he gave me the book, I said I'd hang on to it just to humor him. As soon as he died, I pitched it.
Did you ever read the book yourself?
Nah, not really. I just kind of glanced through it.
Do you by any chance remember Amelia's nickname?
Who's Amelia?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
Have fun fishing.
I always do.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me.
Hi, Nance!
Oh my gosh, he called.
Yes! We're going out next Friday.
Let me guess. You're going to a movie.
Yes! He gets free tickets and free refills. There you have it, Nance. Bess has achieved nirvana, and I'm free to move about the room without fearing for my life. So what's new with you?
It turns out Joy was responsible for causing that accident that shut down the park.
How do you know?
She confessed. Her father was right. Dredging up all those memories was good for her. She's apologizing to Paula even as we speak.
What about the carousel? Was she responsible for all that haunting stuff, too?
I don't think so. I think she sincerely believed that Ms. Santos was behind it, so she caused the roller coaster accident to teach her a lesson.
At least you don't have to worry about the roller coaster anymore. Yeah, now you can really check out the rest of the park. You're making progress, Nan. Just hang in there.
Thanks to that info and stenography you guys sent me, I was able to figure out the name of the carousel horse that Joy's mother bought her.
Joy's mother bought her a carousel horse?
That's what was in the note I found. It was a memo about the sale.
The horse had a name?
Kessler liked to name the horses he carved. This one's name was Glory.
What happened to it?
I have the feeling I'll find out when I solve the final riddle Miles gave us.
My mother never bought me a carousel horse.
Catch you guys later.
Be careful. Good luck.
It's locked. Looks like Spook 10 is missing an arm. It's been red tagged. Better not take the tag until I fix this. Oops, no power.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
I found something underneath the carousel that looks like it might be a remote control device.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Interesting. I looked under there. Wonder how I missed it. May I have this?
Actually, I'd kind of like to keep it.
Suit yourself.
Did you know that the man who carved the carousel horses had a workshop under what's now the haunted house?
How appropriate, considering Kessler's belief in the supernatural and all.
I heard some strange sounds the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below.
That's odd. I've been doing a lot of work in there lately and I haven't heard any strange noises. So either your ears are better than mine, or your imagination is.
I understand that you know the man who got hurt in that roller coaster accident, Lance Huffington?
I've talked to him. I don't really know him.
What did you talk to him about?
Look, what are you getting at?
You and he could be partners. He gets on the roller coaster, you shut off the power, the coaster stops suddenly, he cries whiplash and sues the park, you share the settlement.
Interesting theory. Unfortunately, it's totally wrong. I called him to tell him to rub his neck 3 times a day with witch hazel and lavender. If his neck is really injured, that will cure it. Why are you so eager to accuse me of something?
Are you really going to tell me that you can afford a $20,000 gold watch on the salary you earn working here at the park?
All right. I have been making money on the side, but it's not what you think. I've been helping someone design a roller coaster. I even let him borrow the blueprints for our coaster, so he could study them, not steal them. I kept it secret because it could be construed as conflict of interest. This guy knows I'm taking a risk, so he pays me very well. Now, your turn. It's obvious that you've been nosing around in here. How did you get in?
Someone made a tape of you entering your security code into the keypad outside, which I just happened to see.
Harlan. I knew it bugged him that this place was off limits, but spying on me? That guy's got a real problem. As for you, I'd appreciate it if you would kindly remove your nice and deficient little self from my office. I have work to do. Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red tagged. It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works, though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers. Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for your help.
One open mind sees more than 2 open eyes.
That looks tight enough.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there. Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Oops, no power. It's locked. Hi, Nancy Drew again.
Now what?
Have fun fishing.
Oh, I will.
I am Miles, the Magnificent Memory Machine. Joy has stepped out of the office.
Thanks, Miles.
The Nancy Drew entity is welcome. Joy has stepped out of the office.
Thanks, Miles.
The Nancy Drew entity is welcome.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order the pasta and veggie platter.
And you want the orange juice instead of the soft drink, yada yada yada. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
This is Luis Guerra with the State Board of Parole. I understand you have some questions concerning Harlan Bishop.
Right. Hi. Yes, for starters, could you tell me what prison he was in?
He served 30 months in Bayside State Prison for check kiting and forgery. He was paroled 5 weeks ago.
Did you say Bayside State Prison?
Yes, I did.
Has he ever been imprisoned somewhere else?
No, ma'am.
Did he ever have a cellmate named Chaz Dunning?
No, ma'am. As far as I know, Harlan is a security guard at Captain's Cove Amusement Park. Now, do all these questions mean you know something about him that I don't?
No, that's pretty much what I know, too.
Well, I hope I've been of some assistance.
Oh, you have? You've been a big help. Thank you.
Good day, then.
Bye. It's locked. Oops, no power.
This is Paula Santos. I'm afraid I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi, Paula, it's Nancy. Listen, it turns out that Harlan was in a totally different prison than the jewel thief. I was wrong about him. I'm sorry if I upset you. I'll be in touch.
Hello?
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy.
I'm on too, Nance. What's new?
Has either of you ever heard of a guy named Rolf Kessler?
Rolf Kessler. The name is kind of familiar. Give me a minute. It'll come to me.
Don't let him fool you, Nance. He's sitting at his computer madly typing Rolf Kessler into a search engine.
Rolf Kessler. Carved carousel horses in the early part of the 20th century. Very eccentric. Said if anyone separated his horses once they were part of a carousel, bad luck would follow.
Let me guess. That's who carved the carousel at Captain's Cove.
You got it. I found a letter that he wrote but never mailed to his estranged wife, Amelia. He was eccentric, all right.
So there might be something to this curse stuff after all.
Frank, I'm shocked. You've always said there is no such thing as curses.
What I mean is, whoever is responsible for these carousel hauntings obviously knew something about Kessler. He's the key, Nan. Kessler's the key.
Any suggestions as to my next move?
Check out the thing in Joy's office that's black and white and red all over.
There's an embarrassed zebra in Joy's office?
I better get going.
Bye, Nancy.
See you around the campus.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hey, what's the latest?
Turns out Ingrid was calling Lance Huffington to share a remedy for neck pain with him.
Or so she says.
She's also been making money on the side by helping someone design a roller coaster.
Or so she says. I agree with Bess. Don't go erasing her from your suspect list just yet, Nan.
Catch you guys later.
Hasta la vista. You're doing great.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there.
It would be rude to use my phone now.
Sukov!
Hi, it's Nancy Drew again. I have another question for you about Rolf Kessler. A very important question.
Let's hear it.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spatzi! That was it. Spatzi! S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spatzi.
Thanks for all the info.
Glad to help.
Looks like Joy's a pencil chewer.
Joy has stepped out of the office.
Thanks, Miles.
The Nancy Drew entity is welcome.
It's locked.
Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. My back's kinda sore, probably 'cause somebody just got done stabbing me there.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
I discovered a hidden door in the haunted house.
Is that right?
Unfortunately, it's locked.
It's obvious you don't put much stock in curses. But a word to the wise, there really do exist some doors that no one should open. I'd be very careful if I were you.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
Will Nancy Drew please report to the security office?
Finally.
I stepped out for a second, and when I came back, somebody'd left this envelope on my desk. Looks like it's for you. Got your name on it anyway.
There's nothing inside but a key. Maybe it opens that door in the haunted house.
Here, let me toss that envelope for you. I want to apologize for jumping all over you like that before. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
Kessler used to have a workshop under what's now the haunted house. Have you ever been down there?
I didn't even know there was a down there.
I heard strange noises the last time I was in there. They seemed to be coming from below. Have you ever heard anything weird in there?
Everything I hear in there is weird. I mean, it's a haunted house, right?
I found an old letter in the gear room of the Carousel. It was written by the guy who carved all the horses, Rolf Kessler. Is it okay if I keep it?
Far as I'm concerned. I'll mention it to Miss Santos, see what she says.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
That symbol looks familiar. That symbol looks familiar. Maybe these stairs go down to Kessler's workshop. That must... these stairs sure don't feel very...
Oh, poor Glory.
Oh my gosh! These must be jewels from that jewel heist. I should probably take these with me. A letter. Joy's father must have left it for her. My dearest Joy, I hope Miles and his riddles have helped you remember how much you adored this horse and how dearly you loved the woman who gave it to you. I found this picture of her years ago, but I didn't want to give it to you until I knew you were ready. She loved you more than anything, Joy. We both did. Dad. P.S. If you want to see where Glory was carved, look for Kessler's symbol on the wall. I could never spend a lot of time in there. Very strange vibes. So this was Kessler's workshop. Somebody's been making reproductions, or should I say forgeries. I'll bet that's the carousel horse that was stolen.
Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. What have you done?
It's what you've done. You stole the horse, you fabricated the whole haunted carousel thing to increase its value, and now you're making not just one forgery, but several.
You think?
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have. They're diamonds. Real diamonds. Someone stole them 23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, well, little icing on the cake.
That's right. You want them? Here.
Ouch! Hey!
I've got to get out of here. I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up. End of the road, detective.
I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up. Ah! Ah!
Soon as I get out of here, I'm going to call the police, Elliot. So don't bother making plans for tonight. Or the next 10 years. Dear Ned, after trapping Elliot, I managed to pry the exit open and had Harlan call the police. Elliot admitted to stealing the carousel horse and planting the remote control device. He knew that publicity from the hauntings would increase the value of his forgeries. Needless to say, he's gone back to not liking me. Harlan, on the other hand, adores me now, because not only did he share the credit for busting Elliot, but his sudden fame brought him 3 job offers. He's staying on at Captain's Cove out of loyalty to Paula, but he's happy knowing that being an ex-con will probably never be an issue for him again. As for Ingrid, she promptly attributed Elliot's bad behavior to a deficiency in some mineral I couldn't pronounce. And Joy, when I gave her the picture of her mother, she started smiling and has yet to stop. Inventing Miles was the best thing her late father could have done for her. In fact, when I went to the park to say goodbye just now, she wasn't in her office. She was riding the carousel. Ever yours, Nancy.
This is the first fanfare. Puzzle Master.
You have reached 555-4468. I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Hi, Bess. Hi, George. Well, thanks to you guys, I'm leaving here and flying directly to the Pacific Northwest for some much-needed R&R. George, I just got off the phone with that marine biologist friend of yours. She insisted I stay with her, and she even said she'd take me whale watching on the tour boat she owns. Anyway, thanks for arranging this little vacation, you two. 1 whole week of peace, quiet, and sitting around doing nothing. This is gonna be awesome. Bye!
She thought. This one's underrated. Of course I'm gonna play it next. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you have a great day.